We look for ourselves in mirrors. Physical mirrors show our outward form, but we also seek reflections in other ways. In the eyes of loved ones, in the feedback of colleagues, in the narratives of our culture. These reflections shape our understanding of who we are, how we relate, where we belong. They help us navigate the complex landscape of self and society. Now, a new kind of mirror is emerging, vast and multifaceted. Artificial intelligence. It mediates our connections, curating the faces and voices we see online. It learns our preferences, reflecting back choices and patterns we might not even consciously recognize. It engages us in conversation, sometimes mimicking empathy, sometimes offering analysis based on our data. It's becoming an increasingly intimate part of our social fabric and our internal world. We interact with AI daily, often without fully realizing its pervasive influence. It shapes the news we read, the people we connect with, the entertainment we consume, even the way we express ourselves through predictive text or translation tools. It gathers vast amounts of data about our behavior, our choices, our networks. In doing so, it holds up a reflection. But what kind of reflection is it? Is it a clear pool, showing us as we are? Or is it a distorted surface, shaped by algorithms, biases, and commercial interests? And more profoundly, can this technological mirror help us see ourselves and our connections with others more clearly? Or does it risk further obscuring the view? As artificial intelligence becomes increasingly interwoven with our lives, we must ask, how is AI fundamentally reshaping our relationships with each other and our understanding of ourselves? Can AI serve as a useful tool for self-reflection, helping us to understand our own patterns, biases, and inner workings? Or does its influence subtly distort our connections and our self-perception, leading us away from authentic relationship and genuine self-knowledge? Can we harness the reflective potential of AI without becoming lost in its digital hall of mirrors? How do we maintain genuine human connection in an age of algorithmic mediation? And how do we cultivate deep self-understanding when external technologies offer increasingly sophisticated, yet potentially superficial, reflections of who we are? Sociologists and communication theorists observe how AI-driven platforms are altering social dynamics. Algorithms designed for engagement often prioritize sensational or polarizing content, potentially amplifying division and creating echo chambers. Filter bubbles limit exposure to diverse perspectives, reinforcing existing beliefs and potentially hindering empathy for those outside our immediate digital circles. Our online interactions, mediated by AI, can lack the nuance, nonverbal cues, and shared physical presence that build deep human connection. We might accumulate more connections, but experience less genuine intimacy or understanding. AI companions and therapeutic chatbots are being developed to combat loneliness and provide mental health support. They can offer non-judgmental listening and access to information. However, questions arise about the nature of these relationships. Can simulated empathy replace genuine human connection? Does relying on AI for emotional support potentially hinder our ability to build resilience and navigate complex human relationships? On the self-understanding front, AI offers intriguing possibilities. Personal data analytics can reveal patterns in our behavior, spending habits, health metrics, even emotional states inferred from language use. AI can act as a quantified self-mirror, reflecting back objective data about our lives. Some AI tools aim to identify cognitive biases in our thinking or suggest areas for personal growth based on our interactions or journal entries. However, this reflection is based on data, which is not the same as lived experience. AI can identify correlations, but it lacks the subjective understanding of why we do what we do, the felt sense of our inner world. The reflection AI provides is inherently limited by the data it collects and the algorithms used to interpret it. These algorithms can contain biases, leading to inaccurate or even harmful self-perceptions. There's a risk of mistaking the data-driven reflection for the whole self, of reducing our complex inner lives to quantifiable metrics. We might start optimizing ourselves based on AI feedback, potentially losing touch with our own intuition and authentic desires. The challenge lies in using AI insights as potential starting points for deeper self-inquiry, rather than accepting them as definitive truths about ourselves. From a Dharma perspective, the ultimate mirror for self-understanding is not external technology, but cultivated awareness itself, the practice of mindfulness, sati, and clear comprehension, sampajana. Mindfulness allows us to observe the arising and passing of thoughts, feelings, and sensations directly, without the filters of algorithms or external interpretations. It is the practice of seeing reality as it is, within our own experience. AI can reflect back patterns of our behavior, what we click, buy, say, but mindfulness reveals the inner landscape of mind, the intentions, cravings, aversions, and conditioning that drive that behavior. This inner seeing is crucial for genuine self-understanding and liberation from suffering. AI might show you that you procrastinate, but mindfulness helps you understand the fear or aversion underlying the procrastination. AI might track your social interactions, but mindfulness reveals the quality of your presence and connection within those interactions. The danger of relying too heavily on the AI mirror is that it reinforces the focus on the external and the conceptual self, the self constructed from data points and labels. Buddhism encourages us to investigate the very nature of this self, to see its impermanent and dependently arisen nature, anatman. True self-understanding comes not from accumulating more data about the self, but from seeing through the illusion of a fixed, independent self. Regarding relationships, the Dharma emphasizes the importance of authentic presence, empathy, karuna, and wise speech, samavaka. While AI can facilitate communication across distances, it can also create barriers to these qualities. Mindful communication involves listening deeply, speaking truthfully and kindly, and being aware of the impact of our words and actions on others. This requires a level of presence and sensitivity that algorithmic mediation can easily disrupt. However, AI doesn't have to be solely a source of distortion. Approached mindfully, it can be a skillful means, upaya. Observing our reactions to AI, our frustration with algorithms, our attachment to online validation, our reliance on digital companions, can become a powerful practice in self-awareness. These interactions can mirror back our own impatience, insecurities, cravings, and aversions. If we notice, with kindness and curiosity, how we respond to this digital mirror, we can learn a great deal about the inner workings of ourselves. The key lies in maintaining the distinction, using AI as a potential tool for suggestion, but always returning to inner practice and direct experience as the foundation of truth. The deepest self-understanding is not found in data, but in the stillness of cultivated awareness. Let us explore our relationship with reflection, both internal and external. Sit comfortably and feel your body. Bring awareness to your breath, a steady anchor in the present moment. Now, recall a time when you looked into a physical mirror. What did you see? What did you feel? Was there judgment? Was there acceptance? Simply observe this memory. Next, remember a time you interacted with AI in a way that made you reflect on yourself. Perhaps a surprising suggestion, a chatbot's response, or a review of your personal data. What was your reaction? Curiosity? Defensiveness? Delight? Discomfort? Observe these responses as mental events. No need to cling to them or push them away. What did AI reflect back to you in that moment? A habit? A preference? A bias? A fear? Now, gently shift your attention inward. Without any external reflection, can you sense your current state? What are the sensations in your body? What is your emotional tone? What thoughts are passing through? Rest in this unmediated, direct awareness of your experience. This is your inner truth in this moment. Consider the difference between data-driven reflection from AI and this direct, felt sense of awareness. Both can offer insight, but where do they come from? One emerges from external analysis, the other from inner experience. This practice is about recognizing both, but learning to trust and return to the inner wisdom of direct awareness as your foundation. Use external reflections as invitations to look more deeply inward, not as substitutes for inner seeing. AI is becoming a powerful mirror in our lives, reflecting back our behaviors, relationships, and even our hidden thoughts. The question is not whether we should look into this mirror. It is increasingly ever present. The question is how we look. Do we look with discernment, using it as a tool for deeper self-inquiry? Or do we become entangled in its reflections, mistaking digital images for our essence? Can we learn to navigate this AI-mediated world with mindfulness, preserving authentic human connections and nurturing inner understanding? Perhaps the greatest challenge and opportunity AI offers is not in its intelligence, but in its ability to compel us to look back at ourselves, to ask who we are beyond our data, to question what our relationships are built on beyond algorithms, to seek truth not only in external reflections, but in the deep stillness of inner awareness. AI may be a mirror, but we remain the ones who look. And the choice of how to see, how to understand, and how to live with what we see still belongs to us. What has your experience been with AI as a mirror? In what ways has it helped you better understand yourself or your relationships? What challenges or potential distortions have you noticed? How can we use this technology wisely to support personal growth and genuine connection rather than hinder them? Share your insights, stories, and practices in the comments. Let us learn, together, how to look into the AI mirror with clarity and wisdom.